Hello everyone, my name is Megan Ellsworth here at RoofersCoffeeShop.ca here at the Canadian Roofing Expo, and I'm here with John Campbell from Tremco. Hi!
Hey Megan.
How are you?
I'm excellent, thanks. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, I'm so glad you're here. Let's dive right in and tell us about you and a little bit about Tremco.
Well, I've been with Tremco for a little over 30 years now, and I represent Tremco in the Toronto area and have for this time.
Okay, amazing.
Yeah, it's a wonderful place to work. We handle all areas of the roofing industry when it comes to low slope, so there's lots to learn, lots to do.
Yeah.
Keeps us busy all the time.
That's awesome. Great. So I would love, what are you seeing people talking about the show? How's the traffic been at your booth? All that jazz.
Yeah, we love this show because it's so directed towards roofing in particular, and some of the other larger shows. We find that where the roofing industry is sort of getting dwarfed at the Construct Canada show. So no, this is a wonderful show, and the people that help us do what we do best is install long-lasting roofs. I mean, our contractors are the key to that. We always say that you can have fantastic materials and you can write a fantastic spec, but it all comes together on the roof, and it's really important that we're here meeting and talking and updating our contractor base as much as we can.
Yeah, that's great. So what are people asking about when they're coming to the booth? What are they curious about with Tremco?
Well, our history really is in adhesives, so oftentimes it's something to do with odor. Or now our strengths are leading towards fluid applied applications in roofing. Restoration really is in the DNA of Tremco. When I started, almost 70% of our work was restoring existing roofs. Not too long ago, that dipped down to under 10%, and now we're seeing a complete resurgence, and I would say we'll be back to those high levels in short order. People want to keep what they have, keep their roofs lasting a long time, and there's a lot of different reasons for that.
A lot of different reasons for that. What are some of the reasons you're seeing in this market? People are leaning towards restoration and not replacement.
Well, there's the green side of it, obviously. A lot of building owners are looking at carbon offset or landfill diversion.
Yes.
And they might reach out to a contractor or a consultant or an engineer asking, like, how can we do that? And that's really a forte of Tremco's. From the roofer standpoint, nothing a roofer hates more than downtime, right? So if a roofer can avoid odor and being shut down because of odor or noise, so if we can work with a low odor system or something without a lot of noise, so if you're not tearing off a roof, you're keeping everything quiet and low odor, nobody knows you're there, they can work, they can get paid well without a lot of hiccups or interruptions, right?
Yeah, that's so true. So let's talk about Toronto and the Canadian market. Why is it so important to have this show here in support of the Canadian roofing industry?
Well, I had the pleasure of being down at IRE in the States a couple of years ago, and it's fantastic, but it's got to be 5 or 6 times the size of this show.
Yes.
And when I work a booth, I hardly have time to look at everybody else's things. So this is a little bit, it's nice, it's closer to home. You can actually feel like you can spend the time to talk and meet and get in-depth discussions with people. And it just seems a little bit of a cozier atmosphere, I think, than these really large shows, which are wonderful in their own way.
Right. Yeah, no, that's true. I really enjoy the quality of the people here. Real conversations, lengthy conversations, not just the walking by, the hi, the here take a sticker kind of conversation. It's really quality people. Yeah,
and some of the larger construction shows, you actually have a lot of the university, college education side of it, which is wonderful. However, you're meeting the future of the industry. But today we want to talk about how to get things moving today in our business. From a business standpoint, you feel it's really time well spent.
Yeah, that's true. I like that. Okay, so is there anything else you just want to get in front of the audience on why Tremco is just proud to be in this Canadian market and what you guys are doing here?
Well, the history of Tremco dates back to 1928 in Cleveland, Ohio, but shortly after 1929 here in Toronto. And for many years, our largest worldwide manufacturing plant was right here in Toronto.
Wow.
And we employ still about 980 Canadians, but our history goes back so far that I like to look at project profiles of work we did in the the 40s and 50s and the 60s, and some of those buildings we're still working at today, like our train stations and our airports and things like that, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really cool. Big, really rich history. That's awesome. And I mean, Ohio's not far from the Canada border, so it's like sister.
We spend a lot of time, our team take our design professionals and roofers to our home in Cleveland, the head office, and we do some wonderful training, which is really a strong part for Tremco. Tomorrow we actually, at 10:30, have a cold process roofing demonstration for an hour.
Ooh, perfect.
Yeah, and our tech team is fantastic. So great for the roofers to come by, ask real life questions, put us on the spot, and yeah. I like to watch that too.
Yeah,
right?
where is that, over there in the demo area?
In the demo area.
Perfect.
That's
well,
right.
10:30 tomorrow over there in the demo area. Go check out the Tremco demo. And do you know your booth number?
That's a good question. Chantel, what's our booth number?
724.
724. Somebody always knows, right?
Someone knows. So if you are here tomorrow but not here today, go check out the Tremco booth 724. And if you're not here at all, you can go to the Tremco directory on RoofersCoffeeShop.ca or .com to learn more, find their contact, where you can get all this good stuff. So check it out, and thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Absolutely. Thank you, John.
All right.
Everyone stay tuned. We have a few more interviews left for the day. Thanks.